This is the new Samsung CU71. It is the company's latest offering from its entry-level 4K smart TVs. Its features and performance are nearly identical to the other TVs from CU7000 series. It provides a Crystal HDR picture processor, support for Dolby, slim bezel design, and it comes in all sizes from 43 to 85 inch. Samsung Tizen Smart TV interface now makes easier customization of the home screen on an easygoing control of apps. It looks like it has something for everyone, but like always, there are some quirks. So, let's find out what's really hidden behind the mask.
Spoken!
Before everything, first let's see what we have this year in the box. Like expected, there is a nice white styrofoam, and inside of it we have two parts of the stand and one stylish package. Inside are remote, batteries, power cable, and if you have a lot of free time, you can read all these manual instructions. The Samsung TU71 has a modern thin LED look with slim bezels and stylish legs. I don't think I'm spoiling too much to say that in front it looks similar to the QLED TVs. Its screen is framed by narrow black border with very thin edge and with slightly bigger bezel below to accommodate more space for the Samsung logo. Stand is also very simple and minimalistic. Assembling doesn't take long. You just need to insert these two parts and that's it. Nestled on the right side are its most connections. The inputs include three side-mounted HDMI ports together with one USB port and antennas connections. The HDMI ports support ARC audio and HDR game mode. And they have low input lag, which is a good news for gamers. More on that in the gaming part of the review. In recent years, Samsung have refreshed and minimized the remote. Now includes the same dark gray color and it's still elegantly narrow with standard navigation pad in the middle, near the top. In general, it's very easy to use and you can easily access everything from special two buttons, from settings to the apps, and there are even some extras like shortcuts for the Netflix or web browser. This remote doesn't have mic, but you can buy a Bluetooth remote with mic or get a classic remote with numbers. It impresses with the size of buttons and they are very comfortable to press. Like all remotes, there is always something weird, like the design of buttons for volume and channels. But it's still not a deal breaker. Just in case, there is also one button below the TV. You can easily control power, channels, volume and inputs. The Samsung CU series features the same Tizen Smart TV interface found in the company's other models, so you can expect fast and easy setup. It's actually very intuitive and it automatically recognizes the connected sources. Speaking on the intuitive design, Tizen home screen remains an impressive point that now allows you even more customization of the home screen. The app selection is every year bigger, so you have everything from Netflix, Disney, HBO to the YouTube. All are there and support 4K HDR as appropriate.
Bonjour!
The best streaming services now have a redesigned interface with a faster menu engine which is much more smoother and easier to browse and navigate. This TV employs HDR panel, which has standard color gamut and Crystal 4K processor. Its ability to deliver accurate contrast differences between average IPS panels, so you can expect good colors from this screen thanks to the use of Samsung Crystal processor bringing together the best of HDR backlight and VA type panel. Like many LED TVs, the CU7 series delivers above average colors and contrast. This is possible because it uses a screen with more than 300 nits brightness, and it also supports advanced picture processing, so motion handling is good and can smooth out jitter very effectively without losing too much detail and sharpness of the picture when upscaling HD video. Brightness when displaying 4K HDR was above 330 nits. This is comparable with the best TVs in the class. It is enough for comfortable watching in dimly lit room. Coverage of color space is above 70%. Even though there is no support for wide color gamut or Dolby Vision, HDR contrast still looks realistic and convincing. The screen is giving the impression of extra detail thanks to the excellent Samsung Crystal picture processor. The set's advanced picture adjustments allow easy customization of color calibration with different picture profiles. My favorite is movie, but you can try dynamic if you prefer more powerful colors. Picture uniformity tests in dimly lit rooms show good results in terms of gray and dark contrast with minimum light bleeding. The CU71 will please casual gamers with its game mode and 2.0 HDMI bandwidth. So when you enable game mode on this TV, it has input lag below 15 milliseconds. There is support for 4K 60, but for anything else you will need 2.1 HDMI bandwidth, and Samsung also has very good gaming TVs like Q70C with support for fast native 4K 120, but it's much more expensive. Like you can hear, this TV has two down-firing speakers below the screen, and together they can achieve 20 watts. The built-in sound system is well optimized, so voices at mid-range frequencies are clear and well adjusted. While everything else is more subtle, but it still gives the some punch when you slightly adjust EQ settings. The simplest way is to change the audio profile for standard adaptive to amplify, or you can just connect the soundbar and it will be much better. The Samsung CU7100 is a powerful entry-level 4K HDR TV. I like sleek design with thin bezels. Its screen looks good with movies, delivering deep black, rich colors and well-balanced HDR highlights. Of course, it cannot deliver the max brightness or every Android smart app out there, but it has all the best ones. So it will satisfy anyone who likes watch TV a lot. There is of course an argument for instead buying brighter ULED or QLED TVs, but either they have slower motion processing or much higher price tag. All in all, CU71 delivers what it promises, and I think it will be good choice as long you buy it when it's on sale.